resuming? Okay, wonderful. Can you tell me, what do you feel is the most important thing in your life?
In my life, I just say love.
Okay.
Because if we have love, we can concern others and we can pay attention to others, and it makes world more peaceful and full of love.
Okay. Well, that's a good one, but I was asking more like something specific, like maybe your family or my professionalism, right? Because love is pretty general. Yeah, okay, but that's okay. Good job. All right, can you tell me about a time that you had a conflict with another coworker or even a supervisor or manager?
Conflict?
Yeah, or disagreement.
Disagreement. Okay. When I was attending a team project, there was a problem. Our presenter didn't show up our team meeting and turned off her cell phone right before our presentation day. So team leader asked me to make a presentation instead of her, but I politely rejected because I was in charge of making some parts of PPT, so I didn't understand the whole part of contents. If I know the whole contents, I was willing to do that, but I didn't, so I suggested to the team leader to ask someone who was familiar with this contents. So other team member took this job.
Okay, good. And do you also have an example of something professionally, like in the work setting, where you had a disagreement or conflict with, again, either a colleague, a manager, supervisor, or team member?
Yeah, of course. When I was working at as a tutoring, as a private tutor, I met one mother. I can say parents of students are our supervisor, you know.
Okay. Or the customer?
Yeah, customer and supervisor. So she was very enthusiastic about her daughter's education, and she asked me to teach her daughter with specific teaching method and specific teaching materials. Okay. But I couldn't accept her suggestion because I have my own curriculum and teaching style.
I'm going to pause you there. That's probably not what you want to use, because you're kind of telling me that the customer wants this and that you're saying this is my way, so this is how I'm going to do it. Okay. One other suggestion I'm going to ask is that you kind of slow down just a little bit and relax so that you can pronunciate a little bit more clearly. That's okay. Okay. And like I said, if you feel that you start speeding up because you're not going to have someone there to maybe tell you that, again, just, between questions, just kind of take a, kind of a pause and then kind of get back to that center where you start, you get back to your pace. Okay?
Okay.
All right, wonderful. Okay, so, can you describe to me your best friend and maybe tell me why they are your best friend?
My best friend is, okay, tell her name?
Yeah, if you like.
Soyeon.
Okay.
She is my best friend. Definitely she's my best friend. We have been together maybe more than 15 years. So we know each other very well and we share everything together.
Okay, wonderful. All right, can you tell me about a time that you made a mistake?
I think it's safe to say we all have a mistake. We all have made a mistake. And I believe that the worst thing is not making the mistake, but failing to learn from it. And when I was working at a financial company, I got calls from customers, and he asked me about his account state. And I read his information on our computer system, but after I finished that phone call, I realized that there was an error on our computer system. Because whatever I put on that, the result was same. So I called him back immediately, and I apologized for the inaccurate information and explained our situation.
Okay. And can you tell me maybe what are 2 or 3 things that you feel that you cannot live without?
First of all, I can live without the air.
Okay. Okay.
And secondly, I can't live without water as well.
Okay. Well, again, we're looking for more physical things, like
Physical
material things
things.
that we want to see that you value and why you value that maybe.
Maybe smartphone.
Okay. Smartphone number 1.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Number 2
yeah.
is refrigerator.
Okay. Okay. That's fine.
Because we can do everything with our smartphone, you know.
Okay,
It can
yeah.
be like laptop, TV, or
Okay.
book, something like that.
Okay. Well, sometimes they're going to ask you just for simple questions, and it's just to get an idea of not hearing the explanation, but if they might start running through questions, and it's just quick responses, right? What 3 things can you not live without? What is something that you value more than anything else in the world? What is one secret that you would never tell someone, right? Different things where it's really quick questions to really see how quickly you can respond, and just respond without giving an explanation sometimes. Because again, if we want to hear an explanation, I might ask for one. Okay. Yeah. So again, I might start asking something very simple. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to run through a pace of quick questions, right? Just very quick answers. So again, okay, what is one thing that you can live without?
One thing,
Yeah, that you can live without for the rest of your life.
I would just say my laptop.
Okay.
Because I can do everything with my laptop.
And what would you say is something that you is your favorite app to use?
Favorite app to use? I would say my map application.
Okay. And what is something that you feel is most important to your physical appearance?
Physical appearance. Shape, body shape.
Body shape.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather be someone that wakes up early every day or stays up late every night?
I would say I think it's both fit for me, but if I have to choose one, I would say stay until late.
Stay up late.
And stay up late.
Okay. What is your favorite website to visit?
My favorite website to visit is YouTube because I can follow some workout movement with that video.
And what is your guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure?
Yeah.
Can you rephrase that?
Yeah. So maybe what is something that you really enjoy kind of doing that you maybe feel guilty about? So for example, some people might feel guilty by maybe indulging in sweets or watching too much television or spending too much time on, say, social media like Facebook, something that you feel a little bit guilty but you get a lot of pleasure out of.
When I eat delicious food,
Okay.
a lot,
Okay.
it brings me a lot of happiness, but I feel guilty.
Okay. And if I asked you, would you rather be Chinese or Japanese?
I would be. It's a tough one, but I would say Japanese.
Okay. Right? Like you said, sometimes they're going to ask very odd questions, right? What is the last thing you learned?
Last thing, I learned a lesson from my failure, previous failure with Asian airline interview.
And can you tell me about that interviewing with Asiana? You did not know about that. Yeah.
Even though I feel that it's my biggest failure, that I didn't make it with Asian airline interview, but I feel that I learned many things from that. I had to prepare more, and I have to not be nervous during the interview.
Okay. Okay. Can I ask when you interviewed with Asiana?
last December.
Okay, and why? So again, let me ask you again, sorry. When you interviewed with them, and then also, in your opinion, why you feel that you did not receive the position?
First of all, I had an interview with Asiana in December, I guess, last December, and I didn't make it because I I was so nervous, so I couldn't show my bright smile enough, and then I didn't prepare. I wasn't ready to be a flight attendant, I guess.
At that time, okay,
Yeah,
I would
at that
not
time.
say that at all.
Really?
Yeah, because then you're telling me that you might not be qualified.
Okay.
I would just say I realized that I needed to be much more prepared in demonstrating my professionalism, and I was just a bit nervous and shy, maybe, you know. So I felt that. Okay. All right. Very good. All right. Can you tell me what is the what is the strangest request you've ever been asked?
Anything? When I was working at a cinema, a customer got out of the movie room in the middle of showing, and she asked me the refund because the movie was not her taste. And she said, if it's not possible to refund fully, just give my money back partially, because I watched the movie only 30 minutes. So I said, I'm afraid I can't, and I explained our policy and conditions, saying that after the movie starts, we cannot give refund at all. And to make sure, I asked my manager, and I got answered from her saying that no.
Okay, I see. And where do you see yourself maybe in 5 or 10 years from now?
For my long-term goal, I want to be a competent leader, and obviously I have a lot to learn, but someday I want to be a purser for Lufthansa, and in 5 years or 10 years, I hope to see myself to be working towards.
Okay. And can you tell us what the Lufthansa mission statement is, and maybe even who our CEO is?
Of course. I don't remember the whole mission statement, but I remember part.
Okay.
The most important part. The customer is the center of our attention. CEO's name is Carsten Spohr, and he's trying to restructure Lufthansa Group by launching Eurowings long-haul trips.
Okay, I see. Wonderful. And can you tell me? Let's see here. Have you ever told someone a secret that they did not keep or hold in trust? And if so, how did you confront or handle that situation?
Actually, I have no experience like that, but if I confronted that situation, then I would say directly, and I politely ask, don't do that.
Okay, okay. All right. Can I ask you, would you rather be rich and ugly or beautiful and poor?
I would say I want to be rich and ugly, because if I have a lot of money, I can get plastic surgery.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. All right, that's a good one. All right. Let's see here. If you could be the opposite sex for 24 hours, what would you do first?
Actually, that's a great question. Can I have a moment to think about that?
Yes, of course.
I would say, I want to walk the street in the middle of the night, because for a girl it's kind of dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but for men it's okay. So I want to try it.
Okay. Okay. again, that's just sometimes just a psychological question to see how you respond. Okay. All right. Well, looking over your resume here, Nayoung, it looks very good. But we do notice here that it looks like your last work experience or employment was December of 2011. So are you currently still working there? Or can you tell me more about, I guess, your current or last job?
That was a month contract job, so I don't work anymore. And as you know, I'm still a student, so I couldn't to have a full-time job. But while attending courses, I have been a tutor, private tutor, for many years.
Okay, I see. And, well, since you mentioned, obviously not working because you were a full-time student, can you tell me a little bit describing some of your education?
Well, I'm a student from Jurong University, and I majored in German language and literature and minored in business administration. And I attended a studying abroad program in Germany, and there I attend a special course which is interculturelle Begegnung Landeskunde, and it means and in that course I met a lot of exchange students from all over the world, and we discussed about the cultural diversity and similarities.
Okay, I see. So if you had to, what is something maybe about Korean society that you would like to see changed?
Actually, I like my country.
Okay.
But if I have to choose one, I'd say Korean like speed, like Korean like doing everything fast, so kind of hurry.
Okay.
So I would change it.
And how would you change it? What suggestions would you maybe offer?
Maybe they have some room for others.
Okay.
So we can wait for others or like that.
Okay, I see. Can you also, of the 3 jobs here that you've listed on your work experience,
Yes.
if you were to, I guess, have to go back and work for one of these companies for the rest of your life, which company would it be and why?
I really enjoyed those experiences, but if I have to choose one, I'd say cinema one.
Okay.
Because while working there, I could be versatile and flexible, so I could learn many things from that experience.
Great. I would also mention that it was challenging,
It
right?
was
Because you had
challenging.
different customers. It wasn't consistent. It was new groups of people, not only daily, but almost hourly, right, with the different movie times. Yeah, so that's great to also mention. Okay, wonderful. If I were to ask you what your last supervisor would have to say about you, what do you think they would tell us?
I think that she said she was very satisfied with my performance because of my communication skills, clear communication skill with colleagues and customers, and my reliable performance at workplace.
Okay. All right. If you had to choose, what do you feel would be the most important? Organizational skills, a strong work ethic, being trustworthy, or being reliable and dependable?
Could you please one more time?
Yes, no problem. So again, which one of these do you feel is most important?
Yeah.
Having good organizational skills, having a strong work ethic, good attention to detail, or being reliable and dependable?
Okay. I would say it's all very important aspects, but if I have to choose one, I would say a strong attention to detail, because they are all connected, and if I have strong attention to detail, I could be organized person and strong reliable and having a work ethic as well.
Okay. Can you tell me what makes you very angry?
When I see someone is hitting somebody and the other one can't defend himself or herself, it makes me angry and make me take action.
Okay, good. How would you handle a situation if a customer or passenger was making advances or hitting on you?
First of all, I'm gonna ask to stop that motion, and if he didn't or her didn't understand that, I want to get someone to help me.
Okay. That's good. Again, very simple. That's fine. Short and concise answers. Those are good. Very good. Wonderful, because then you're not speculating and you're not talking yourself out of the interview. And I wanted to see that you can answer and just stop. And very good. All right. Can you tell me how do you feel that you save a good amount of money each month when you were working? Like, did you have importance for savings?
Good question, but I want to provide the best answer for you. Could you repeat that?
Yeah. So do you feel that you do well with budgeting your finances and setting money aside for things such as savings, things that may happen or occur that you cannot be prepared for, but financially you have maybe some savings, or again, just good with a general budget for yourself?
Yeah, saving is a very important matter, and yeah, I have some plan of that.
Okay, very good. Can you tell me maybe something that is not listed on your resume about yourself?
When I was in high school, I was in the harmony team, which is singing together, you know.
Okay.
More than 2 years I attended that special activity, so I don't afraid being in front of people, and I confident working as a team, because that works as a team.
Okay, good. So again, what we would say differently slightly that still demonstrates both of those kind of explanations is telling us how many people were in the singing group, so we have an understanding of how many people you're working with within a team. So you can say, oh, our singing group was 50 people. So again, I have an understanding that you had to work together with 50 people. Okay, so you don't need to mention the teamwork. And then you can say we often would perform in front of large groups, you know, public settings. So again, you don't need to demonstrate or tell me, it's implied that you don't have a fear of getting up in front of people in public.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, wonderful. All right. Let's see here. If you were given $1 million, right, to start your own business, what would it be?
Start my own business? I would make a airline company.
You would?
Yes,
Okay.
so we can be rival.
Oh, you would want to be competitors?
Yeah.
Okay, and why would you say that?
Because it's going to be challenging,
Okay.
so I could many things learn. I could learn many things, so
Okay.
it's worth to try, I guess.
Okay. And what do you, if we had to say, what would the person that likes you the least, what would they say about you?
I don't know, but I would say some people can say that I'm too much focused on my work, so yeah, they say sometimes she's so strict or not so strict like that.
Okay. So again, maybe that you're so focused on your work that you may neglect personal relationships or personal, I guess, friendships. Yeah, okay. That's good. That's fine. So if you were to receive, right, this job, What would you like to accomplish in maybe the first 30 days, 60 days, and then 3 months or 90 days?
My accomplishment.
Yeah. What would you like to accomplish?
First of all, I want to get a fine house.